There was one patch that I said, I don't think Slark's that great this patch. I thought he was viable, but I didn't think he was that great. And it was on Yapsor's stream at the time. He used to stream. And he was just, for lack of a better word, whining constantly about how Slark was in every pub he was playing and how it's the most broken hero in Dota. And I was like laughing, thinking, what does he know? And that was before, you know, all the secret shenanigans. And here he is on secret, placing top 5 in every single TI, and here I am.
So was he right?
You guys, of course he was right. All the future games, all the future tournaments, Slark was like first round picked or banned.
Call yourself a
Was
platinum tier Slark. It's pathetic.
Was that the
It's
Ags?
like my favorite hero too.
Was that during the Ags craze?
No, this was. I mean, this was before he was on secret. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. I specifically remember that's how low it was in my.
So not even the Shadow Dance Ags was implemented yet.
I believe that one was in the game, but even then,
That's a classic one.
Nobody even purchased it.
That's
so.
not true. I saw Sumail win a game with it once.
The thing that I had a problem with that ag specifically is it didn't give the movement speed or regen to anyone else that was in the cloud.
Right.
I feel like if it did that, it would have actually been a decent ags. But it just made them invisible, which
It's not that good.
it's really not that great.
Well, invisible and untargetable.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that like you can still hit them with all AoE stuff, which you usually drafted against Slark anyways, because that's like how you beat the hero.
Right.
But enough of Slark. We're never going to
Slark
see him in
not
any
in
of these
this game.
drafts. So they go with the Clockwork, immediately followed up with the Nature's Prophet. Interestingly enough, I think Nature's Prophet's not that great against Clock.
I think Nature's Prophet's a counter to Clockwork.
But before I let you talk about your useless point, they do need some wave clear on the side of Thunder Predator because they lack it severely, and Nature's Prophet does punish that.
Absolutely. There's
That
the wave
is
clear.
not
you're
very
talking
much
about.
wave clear. I don't
That's
think
a
Legion
ton
is
of wave clear.
Legion is not a wave
Coming
clear.
in from Legion.
Overwhelming odds plus Rocket Flare together is wave clear.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of wave clear right there, I think.
Are you serious? I actually can't tell.
That'll be enough. Nature's Prophet is indeed a counter to the Clockwork because you can throw the. Excuse me, I let you spoke. Now let me spoke. You put
That's a point.
Yeah, that's a point.
No talking. Put the trees down. For God's sakes, I'm just going to stop talking. What's the next pick here? Phantom Assassin.
I suddenly heavily favor the infamous draft because this Legion pick against Mars and no wave clear against Nature's Prophet is garbage.
Would you like to expand on that?
We talked about the Legion versus Mars matchup. You can't duel the Mars, and if you duel anyone else, you get Blink Arena'd onto and speared and die. Or at least like make it so her team can't follow up.
You know why they picked Legion?
Why?
You
The
know
strong
why.
dispel? The
No.
W?
No.
The pet she has that can be consumed.
That's a very important point.
Yes.
Not going to go down that road, though. Look at the
No bait
players.
taken. Okay.
Look at these players on the Thunder
Sacred.
Predators. Yeah, there you go. They picked that hero because this is Sacred, single best hero in the history of Dota. Possibly the best Legion commander in NASA.
Really?
Possibly. Who's better? Who's more of a prolific Legion commander spammer that is so
Do they have
insistent on this hero that they will pick it in the
to? Do
jungle?
they have to spam the hero to be better at it?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna touch it for now then.
Drakeel? Who else?
I actually think Legion's my best offlane hero.
Oh, jeez, you're not
Here
included
we
in this.
I'm
Yeah.
higher
Kenny.
MMR than Sacred.
Well, I don't know how much of that is, you know.
That's actually true.
He's.
But I don't know about the Legion part meaning anything there.
It is his best hero, though. You will agree on that.
I will agree. He's what, like platinum on it?
I think so. If he's not, it's because he just isn't doing the Dota Plus shit.
Yeah.
I think
I mean, look at Thunder Predator's time here.
This
Only
PA
4
pick is
seconds
really
in
good, by
reserve.
the way. We didn't even talk about it, but PA is super good against Legion. You can't really duel it, and it's super good against Lifestealer because it's a BKB piercing, blink, and a dagger, and all your items are just naturally good against Lifestealer while he has to itemize the
You
MKB.
can easily jump Oracle in the back line.
Yep.
Jump out of Cogs. and
Yep.
Clockwork. And also, you have all this crazy team fight and push.
Beautiful PA pick.
And so the early game is going to be bridged over. And the problem is sometimes if Lifestealer has an item advantage, it can actually be very good against the PA, same with the Legion Commander. But that's not going to happen because of this early game presence from these
Yes.
other heroes on Infamous.
I want to see a Leshrac from Thunder Predator. That will bring back the draft for me if they go Leshrac here.
That would be a nice pick.
Against Mars, it's great. The Wave Clear against Nature's Prophet, it's great.
Killing. It's a kill hero to play with the Legion Commander.
Yes,
in
it
the
gives you
duel.
the damage that you can actually dual PA.
Clockwork is already picked,
killer.
so that's not going to be picked into you.
Yes.
Of course. Which is
what is their mid laner on the side of Infamous? Do you think this is a 5 Nature's Prophet? I know MJZ does play that. Or not MJZ, he's on the other team. Excel
yeah,
plays
Excel's
that.
a godly,
oh, we saw that yesterday or 2 days ago.
Nature's Prophet 5.
He's the one that was TPing to the opponent Ancients and yoinking them.
I mean, I don't...
That was funny.
I don't want to see anybody else play it. I know Papado's... I mean, if it wasn't a Mars...
That's actually a mid-Earth Spirit, I think.
Let's see.
It's either 5 Phoenix, 4
KXY?
Earth Spirit, mid Nature's Prophet, or it's the 5 Nature's Prophet, 4 Phoenix, and 2 Earth Spirit.
See, now I'm a
There's
little
2 orientations
confused.
they could go about here.
10 seconds remaining.
Well,
The 2 Earth Spirit, that's a possibility?
Yes.
Please,
I know
let it happen.
I know Packus is going to be playing that PA. That's about all I know in this game.
I also know that Papida will be playing the Mars.
I don't know if I even want to believe that.
Magnus. So you got the Empower for Lifestealer.
Okay.
I don't like Mag against PA, man.
Leo style Maggie.
It is the mid Mag.
All
This
right.
is going to be one buffed up Lifestealer. It is the Papida Nature's Prophet.
Dude,
the one thing I said was not the case.
I gotta say though, this a buffed up Lifestealer with Magnus is one of the most underwhelming things that I've ever felt.
It
in
really
Dota.
is. Not only because Lifestealer kind of hits like a wet noodle in the first place, but also because Lifestealer's Infest removes the Empower. So you actually just can't infest bomb people. And then in the
Really?
middle of the fight when you infest, you lose it. So yeah, it purges all positive and negative debuffs.
I had no
Except
Pick
for
your team
Bloodseeker.
quickly.
Infamous.
100% the team that does not have the Legion. So that's Infamous, right? Yeah.
Well done. Good memory for BSJ. We'll take a quick break and get on with game 2. Welcome back to the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13. My name is SUNSfan, joined by BSJ and Jenkins. And we have game 2 about to begin between Infamous and Thunder Predator. Should have had you do the intro this time.
Me?
Because the way that you say Thunder Predator just inspires confidence.
Thunder Predator.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Big shout out to Pop Tart. Can we take a look at Roshan real quick? That is not Roshan. That's a point for Pop Tart real quick there. Thank you very much.
Pop Tart, you're really slacking today, buddy. I don't know what's going on with you. You gotta get it together. You're really losing me here, man. Come on.
I'm about to.
Whoa, what is that
a cool
courier?
courier?
Oh, that's the new one from. Yeah, that's really
that's
nice.
really cool. I've
that
never seen
is
that
cute.
one.
Look at that.
It's a little baby mummy. It's a little mummy.
Well, that's kind of sad. He like died as a baby.
He's a fucking chicken chaser.
He's a bloody chicken chaser.
chicken chaser.
How did he
Mummy.
die at such a young age?
We're not
That's
going down that
very
road.
brutal. I don't want to get into that.
It's rough.
He was chasing some chickens.
Is this like
Tripped on a
2004
log.
with like the dead baby jokes? So it's like this dead mummy?
The dead baby jokes. Oh yeah,
Old
Trent
memes?
Was, Trent
Yeah,
was,
old memes coming back full
He was on it.
circle.
He was talking about that. Yeah.
I don't even remember this period of time, if I'm being honest. All right, we have a pause. This means we can go through the cosmetics, immediate Pop-Tarts all over it. Oracle, that is a solid set.
Wow,
We've
that's
seen it
a
before.
Really nice set.
Yep, this
yeah, we
is.
talked about it. It looked like one of those stress balls.
Wait. He looks like, to me, it's a Dark Sith Overlord. Could you go ahead and give us your best Sith Overlord general
No,
impression?
I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so can't help you there.
Okay. Well,
You lost
Lifestealer.
me already.
let's.
All
see.
right,
Whoa,
he has
going
the-
for the Wraith
Oh.
Bang.
He has the
Okay.
best jaw line in the game. The jaw animation that just never ends. Does not know, even when the game is paused, his jaw just continues to yap away.
Would you say his dental healthcare plan is from America?
Yes, 100% healthcare
Yeah.
there. Magnus.
You mean 0%
Is there good?
healthcare?
Well, it's 100% America,
That's
which
true.
is 0%.
99
This
opinion.
is a good set. I think this is the Dota Plus one, isn't it?
Oh, what is that big thing on it? Is that big tube on his back there?
No, not this again.
It's a tube. He has a tube on his
All right,
back.
that's a point for Jenkins again.
To be honest, that looks way more like a tuba.
That wasn't
than
added to the ban list.
than the other thing.
I mean,
no,
that
was
one's-
just dumb.
I need
That
a-
wasn't
There's
bad.
not enough time to go through the ban list for you.
Need a warning.
Just needs to have some common sense behind it.
So I would like to briefly talk about this mag pick, because the issue I had with their draft prior to the mag pick was that they had no way to threaten a PA, and the best way to threaten PA, at least early on, is like the heavy amounts of magic damage. and they just chose to pick another right-clicker.
You do farm while PA is farming, though, so I guess you got that going for
No,
you.
I usually think the heroes that buy Battle Fury against Magnus and greedily punish or greedily benefit from the fact that the mag lineup is being greedy are better than the ones that don't.
This is true. This is usually the argument. I'm just going to buy Battle Fury here, guys. Then the mag lineup's like, dude, look, this idiot's buying Battle Fury. This gives me time to farm. Everybody thinks they're farming.
So what would you like to see then?
On PA?
Yeah.
I'm saying you're supposed to go Battle Fury, and it's good against mag to get a Battle Fury. So the heroes I like mag against are the ones you don't care about necessarily pressuring. But PA's early game is the point where you want to punish her.
I see.
So I saw a lot, like, I'd say maybe earlier this year when people were picking mag, a lot of the response was anti-mage as like a hard counter just because you would get this Battle Fury timing so fast because there was no pressure on you, and then you'd be able to hit your timing faster than most other carries.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, that's some serious
Forced.
lane winning from KXY here.
Oh, yeah, he has to TP back to the tier 1. He's already super low, but at least he doesn't miss any XP.
If he killed him here, the game would just be over.
The game.
Just like that.
Literally the game.
Literally.
I mean, he's getting wrecked right now. Riggedy
And
wrecked.
this is super early, but 2 and 4 CS versus the Magnus 4 and 2. But health-wise, obviously not remotely close.
He's got to be careful, man.
Not only is he not getting any of the CS, but he's having to ferry himself a salve. So that's like an extra 3 CS gone. Consider Mag to have 2 CS right now.
Yeah, this is
So is he that far behind the 3 and 4 of Mars?
Well, Mars should be getting the CS that was coming in because there were still 3 creeps left. So it should be... I guess he's only 4 and 4. What is he doing? How are you missing CS on Mars, man?
he's slamming the mag. He's not interested in slamming any creeps.
Ooh,
That was a aggressive
a little
spear
premature there.
usage.
Papita.
Papita.
The Sprout comes in.
He can just TP base. Oh, he used Sprout. Never mind. He does not have the TP.
But he
that's
does
a
have
little
the
bit
taunt.
awkward.
He has
That
a very
is
good taunt.
pretty solid taunt. The problem here is, though, that since he doesn't have that TP scroll, and he also did not ferry himself some regen, he might just have to accept his death here, which he chooses to Fairy Fire and gets salved up by Michael.
I gotta say,
That
it was canceled
That was
immediately.
from long range by MJZ.
Yeah.
First name Michael, last name Jordan. That's what the MJZ stands
Again,
for.
okay, that's a point just because, again, it's not long range with Michael Jordan.
I believe he was a mid-range shooter.
Yeah.
That was a mid-range nuke by Oracle. MJ stands for Michael Jordan.
That was pretty much the extent of the range of Oracle, actually. So that was long range for him.
Okay. Well,
Good try, though.
Then you're telling me long range is all perspective. So if Michael Jordan usually slam dunked it and made the jump shots from 15 feet,
Right,
that would be
You're
considered
really
long
asking
range.
for more points. You just need to stop.
I mean, I'm winning this contest by a long shot.
This is exactly what I was anticipating would happen.
And then slam dunk. It's like an old man. Remember when I used to be able to slam dunk back in the day?
What do they call it? What do the young hip kids call it nowadays?
Oh, you're going to have to hold
skewer
that
the tower.
thought. That is a very good skewer. This
You know
could
what-
bring him back into this game.
Spear him at the tower now. Let's go the other
Pops
way.
the fairy fire.
You know, it'd also be a nice skewer, Jenkins.
Oh! What?
The Legion Commander's armadillo pet.
I believe that would be delicious. With
All
some
right, that's the point for Jenkins.
cooked
Very
onions
nice.
and mushrooms on the skewer. I think that would be great.
Oh, you guys have problems. Major, major problems. All right, battery assault activated onto Excel. Just looking for this 4-minute
He has
rune.
dive, but you can't use it when your battery is ultra.
Nah, he's got to
Yeah.
wait. He's got to wait it out.
Shockwave into the skewer,
Oh,
but
the
mistimes it
patience.
just slightly.
From Excel.
If only Matthew was level 2, he would have sniped him.
That's
Very
right.
close.
Only one
Kill a
creep
jungle
away.
camp, hurry.
Yeah, quickly, please.
Matthew, hurry.
Gets a good ward down, though. That's pretty nice.
That is.
Scout out that PA.
Since you're against a PA, but he isn't going to be farming Ancients in the next
No,
5
not-
minutes, I don't
You
think.
never know. You never know, BSJ.
He is playing in the off lane, though, so he might blur farm ancient, something like that.
Maybe. That takes a long time, though. Dude, PA got buffed so heavily by the removal of Prowlers because you can actually farm every Ancient camp with Blur early on in the game because the Prowlers would out-sustain your damage.
I miss the Prowlers. I don't know about you guys.
I hated them.
I
Get
hate
rid of
those
them.
things.
They
I
were
love 'em.
horrible. They were horrible.
Did you know there is an ancient camp from Dota 1 that has never been brought into Dota 2?
I remember this, hearing about this.
That's probably from me because I bring it up all the time. As a spear into the terrain here in the middle lane, Leo style just brushing it off. Gets a shockwave off. Has his skewer available, but we'll probably wait for some sort of
what's
rotation.
going on here? Kick him.
The bounty rune.
Oh, I could have kicked him.
MJZ takes it for himself. Might try to turn this around on him. We'll see if that ends up being the case.
Michael Jordan uses his Fortune's End on Michael as Matthew gets kicked away. That was actually sick by Michael Jordan there.
Can you explain to me how this, totally ignoring what you're saying, I know you're a big Legion Commander player.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of this hero. Can you explain to me how this denying with the
I would love
passive
to.
works?
Yes, as you can see in my Legion Commander guide, but I'll talk about it. So
I did
what
watch
happens
it.
is-
It's very
Yeah, so what
confusing
happens
for me.
is when
Whiny.
when one of your own creeps is low, you can aggro the creeps onto you and then issue an attack command onto your own creep. And if your passive procs, it doesn't count as being used if it's used on an allied creep. So you can attack pretty much like 10 times instantly on your own creep.
That is so stupid. Okay, because that I knew it worked on allied creeps, but I felt in a game the other day that it was attacking more than once.
Yeah, you can attack as many times as it takes to kill the creep.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can attack like full to zero on the or half to zero on the creep.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that is actually OP.
It gets you at least 3 or 4 denies a lane if you used properly. At least 3 or 4.
I was sitting there thinking like I'm just doing a crap load of damage or something. I don't know, like that makes sense. I felt it. I wasn't sure though.
Yeah, it's really cool. I used
And
to
that's not a
abuse it as
bug.
much.
That has got to be a bug.
It's been around since Legion Commander's been in the game.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Centaur used to have return work on illusions
Yes, that's true.
for years.
Those were the days.
And then it was considered a bug and not a feature.
After it was abused as Centaur carry when Hard
Right.
Manta. Yeah.
That's right. And we have a duel here on PA. It's not going to result in the kill, at least not for the
Close.
damage. Yes, very close indeed.
Legion Commander being very good against PA. It's not good against
Well, do Legions go Blade Mail anymore?
yes.
PA. Depends on the matchup.
In this,
I would say in this game, I would not go
100%.
Manta. You need or Blade Mail. You need a blink to catch people out.
Oh,
You already
yeah,
have it.
blink Blade
RP to try and run away. The saddest RP of his life, and he will die afterwards.
Oh, that was first blood, really?
Yeah, that's actually
Seems
surprising.
like there's been a lot of random engagements
Yeah.
going on prior
Yeah.
to that.
People are just TPing right out.
The
though.
Phoenix got away with like 10 health. The PA got dueled there and almost died.
Farm
Yep.
up those cogs. Hell yeah.
That's 20 gold ease.
Well, the battery
He has no
assault
mana.
is
He has to
continuing.
use a bottle charge, but he can't.
And he'll attempt to TP out just as the
Oh.
battery assault ends.
Damn.
Very nicely played.
Wow, good
Well
awareness.
calculated. Yeah, that was cool.
Jenkins would have died there.
Absolutely not. Easy calculations.
So Legion is doing well in lane. That's to be expected, though. Very strong laner. Other than against maybe like Ursa and Troll, you pretty much win every lane. I think this is why Legion feels good to NA players. I'm not even like trying to flame the region, it's just how it goes. In NA, you pretty much lose your lane as off lane unless you pick like Mars or Legion, because most 4s are not that great.
Carries also last pick.
Yeah, and the carries get last pick every game, that's true. So Legion feels nice because reliably she will have a pretty good start.
Now we're going to have some TP support for Papita.
Papita baiting them.
Yeah, MNZ. Now he's the one on the run. Does have Infest, though.
Yes, he does. I miss
Won't
the
really
old
need
days
to
of
use it.
Hector skipping Infest because he could farm faster with Feast.
Don't you just hold the point usually?
No, he would literally skip it.
Hmm.
I'm saying, like, nowadays you pretty much always take Infest, but there was a point in time where he did that. As KXY rotated to bottom, that's a point for Pop-Tart as he misses that kill bottom.
Yep, that is very true.
Does
Does
not
catch
miss
this one,
kill,
though.
All right. Not bad, Pop-Tart.
Oh my god, that Oracle just lost 80% of his health to that Nature's Prophet ulti.
Sounds like Nature's Prophet.
Yep.
If that ulti was still on a 60-second cooldown, that hero would be utterly broken.
Well, I mean, they gave him the damage from it, so I think it's better this way than it used to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it used to be that you'd pretty much just yoink your cores for farm all the time, but now
Oh,
your
yeah.
single ulti is more impactful, but he yoinks less farm than you used to. He's going for the Battle Fear on PA, pretty standard stuff, as he is #1 net worth on PA at
That's never a
9
good
minutes into
sign.
the game. That is almost always recipe for disaster.
This to me too is like Packus's. He's so good at this hero.
Yeah, he's bronze tier on it.
Oh, Sacred. He sprouted and speared into those very trees.
I love playing Legion into Mars as they so
Ooh,
willingly
he's
pick
so
it.
fast, though. Good lord. And the TP support has come. Matthew with the battery assault. Not close enough yet. But with the Oracle's help, he'll be able to find it. RP only
Get
on the
the
one to
PA, you
skewer
got him.
back towards the Tier 1 tower. He
There's
just
so much
casually
damage for
blinks
the
back
PA.
away. And sadly,
Sorry, I'm
For
flaming this
Thunder
mag
Predator.
pick. I'm really flaming this mag pick. It's so bad.
all of that ends up in just a clockwork death
They
of their
actually
own.
can't kill a PA at 10 minutes into the game.
There's been so much just shoutcasting by SUNSfan. BSJ keeps saying how bad this
Yes,
mag
I'm calling
pick
a
is.
fight. Man, this hero's horrible. Just awful. I just ignore him like, oh, this just happened.
The
That
hero
just
itself is
happened.
fine.
Oh, it's so
Leo
bad!
style is dead, but Magnus sucks, man.
That is honestly a spot-on impression. I'm impressed. Nice egg, I think.
That is the first egg
Sprout
of the
that protect the egg?
game. And
Oh!
he gets it off.
Oh!
And the spear to follow.
That's
and that is
Pap
more
and a Dota
deaths.
right there. Pap and a
Infamous.
Dota too.
On a roll. Matthew now
God.
on the run. They're going to get the vision, the Sprout again.
As Matthew
And that
goes
is the
down,
fourth
and
kill.
that mag hero was just such a bad pick.
Wait, I wasn't shoutcasting. Let me do it again.
Sorry.
They're going to be taking out this tier
As
1
mag
tower.
continues to respawn and walk out of base for the second time this game. 10th pick mag, 0, 2, and 0.
Wow.
At 11 minutes into the game, down by 4K net worth. Leo style asked for this hero, I'm almost certain.
I actually feel like I don't need to do anything. I'm just here to talk about eating pets, and that's it.
Wait, what
That's
hero
all
did you
you're good
guys?
for.
That's another point
We
for
said
Jenkins.
Leshrac.
Leshrac, that's right.
We said they needed mid-game damage. We both agreed on that, right?
I agree with you.
And
We
here
agreed
they
on that.
are with no damage.
Here
we are.
Infamous.
How do you see Legion Commander Lifestealer course and you say we're fine on the damage front for the first 20 minutes of the game? Your Oracle Clockwork gonna do it for you, Jenkins?
Big Oracle
Oh,
damage.
Papita.
Big Oracle.
Not even afraid to
Papita
sprout
sprouts.
MNZ and himself together.
Picks
Battle
up
me.
the armlets, so now he can do the old toggle Reno here if he wants to.
Oh, Reno, huh?
Yeah, toggle Reno real quick.
Mars has actually overtaken the #1 net worth as he almost has a blink on top of the phase Soul Ring with that bottle. He has lots of regen. He's ready to be active on the map. KXY, he's spooky, man. Not only in cosmetics, but also in the threat he represents to the opponent team.
He never wants to go back to base, is what these items tell me. He
Yep.
is
Constant pressure.
always out on that map.
MJZ ready to get Michael Jordan by the spear
Nice spear.
from long range.
That's a Steph Curry.
Oh! What a snipe.
Oh my! Did he armlet toggle at that
himself.
second?
He did.
Holy jeez!
That was a David Beckham
Time to
right
call.
there.
That is actually accurate. I think we should minus 1 point from Jenkins for such a good reference. Congratulations.
Good job, Jenkins. Good job.
And I'm not even a soccer fan.
Football?
David Beckham. Football.
Football.
All right, tier 1 tower to fall as well. So 5K lead for Infamous as this is snowballing even more so than the previous game. But that one extended to 35 minutes. We'll see if they can extend this lead a little bit faster and perhaps secure Roche.
I just wish these damage problems could have been predicted in the 10th pick of the draft.
Oh, good lord.
Sorry. You agree with me. They're losing this game because of that, right?
I mean, not just because of that, but I think that's definitely
You're
a
saying the
problem.
unkillable PA at 8 minutes into the game was not a problem?
You know, there's ways you can make anything work. You know, we disagree that there's one way of playing Dota. I think you can.
So if you're saying your entire team does not threaten the enemy carry, your last pick
Look,
doesn't threaten the
let me
carry,
tell you
that's not a
something
bad thing to do.
Let me tell you something about life.
Okay, I'm listening.
They say that as you
Okay.
go through life, you
I'm
should
listening.
expect the unexpected. Okay?
That is true. I've heard
Stop
that.
highlighting my number. I'm not going to say something stupid.
Yes.
For God's sakes, it's
Well.
psyching me out.
You should keep it there.
I mean, if you want to go on probability, I think there actually is a good chance you would say something stupid. We're going to see a hook shot here onto the Earth Spirit.
As
Bounce
Mag, such
back.
a bad hero.
That's the first duel victory of the game, I do believe. Yes,
Sorry,
keep
you
it
were,
up.
you were shoutcasting.
Keep it up,
so I had to
BSJ. Yep, you got to continue. There's the Mars ult. Spirit connects on
Oh,
2.
into the
The
hill.
egg on the outside. MNZ continuing to right click, but the Sprout is there as well. But they will find the Phoenix kill in the end. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of Thunder.
Oh!
There's the RP onto 2.
Oh,
This
the
could be
PA is
really big.
almost dead.
Papita is donezo. The PA now trying to come back in as MNZ, just getting healed by his Legion commander, but he's just going to turn back around with the armlet toggle and continue to come to fruition. They're going to jump back in with the Earth Spirit, who's respawned of his normal accord. Battle Fury just came online for PA.
They've almost got the PA.
And now Sacred will fall, double kill for Pakaz.
Yeah, Packus is just going to run away with this game.
He's unkillable now. What happens later?
It's only going to get worse. That's what I always say.
That's your life perspective, it seems like.
I mean, you guys talked about this before, how PA, I mean, historically speaking, again, I'm going back maybe a year and then
Leo style
9 years
flame
before that.
counter.
PA was just a bad laner for so long.
Yeah, they just gave her like 7
But like,
base damage.
they were up so much now before she even finished Battle Fury. And
Yep.
now she has Battle Fury with all these stacks.
PA is probably the scariest 3-item carry in the entire game. When you get Battle Fury, BKB, and a Deso, or Deso Ags, depending on the game, you are like the scariest carry in the game. Would you agree with that, Jenkins? I know you've never gotten to 3 items, but would you agree hypothetically?
Because I actually end the game so quickly.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
wow.
what I was implying, of course.
Yes, obviously.
Yes.
Obviously. Yeah, I would agree with that. 3 items. Powerhouse.
I
And
feel so panicked when I see PA get an early Battle Fury, and I know if we don't kill her like 3 times before she gets to that point, that
yeah,
we're just
because
screwed.
once she has 2 or 3 items, she starts farming heroes, and then you can't farm anywhere.
And she farms the map after she kills
Yeah,
them.
yeah, exactly.
And then she takes Roche, and then you can't kill her ever.
Then she gets a Rapier and is literally doing 7 times the amount of damage of your carry.
Then she gets Abyssal, and she's hit you twice, then stunned you, and hit you twice more, and by the time you realize it, you're dead.
Yes, this is all while invisible.
Yes, exactly.
I love these Basiliuses on these like roaming
I
fours.
believe it's Bacilli,
Bacilli?
Bacilli, plural.
Oh, Leo
Sorry about
style.
that, guys.
He has
Get
the
that
double
right next
damage.
time.
RP's
right.
coming up with that very good hero.
Oh, they get the spear onto MNZ. The
Big hook.
stun to follow with a big RP to save his life. Mars ult to follow. Michael's in a lot of trouble. Looks like he might be the first to fall along with Pepita. That's 3 for nothing. A great counter initiation from Thunder Predators.
Very
Now
strange
KXY attempting to run away, but this will be a 4th kill.
Why did they take that? PA's
Huge
just farming
tournaments.
triangle. Just chill.
I suppose it's this. You have the bot tower, you have the mid tower, and you're like, all right, PA probably close enough to the Deso. We'll fight around that PA Deso. Let's just take a casual fight in front of her. Tier 1 tower top.
I'm pretty sure
at
the reason
17
why
minutes.
they're winning is because PA is unkillable. Like, that is why they're winning. So she actually has to be at the fight. Which, meaning, like, yeah, she doesn't really want to fight, which means the team probably shouldn't. That's what I would think, at least.
I think looking back at that replay, if you're infamous, you say we should have just given up that tower.
What is it? What is production
Michael
showing
Jordan's
us?
3-point percentage was 32%.
Is that good?
It's
That's
okay.
very good.
It's okay, but Steph Curry's is
I mean,
God
it's
tier.
not garbage, but yeah, Steph Curry's 44, almost 40.
I mean, okay. Michael Jordan's not a was not a terrible 3-point shooter.
He
But
was
wasn't,
definitely not
he wasn't
known
very
for
good
that.
either.
He was known for
He's
his
pretty average.
sick dribbling and overall mid-range jumpers and floaters, as we call them. In sports
Yeah,
ball.
floater's more thing. Okay, well, Mars ult onto 2 heroes with Excel doing damage from the side.
Nice
Turns
egg
into an
placement.
egg shortly after, so Magnus the first to fall. And we're seeing the duel already come into fray, but look at the weird interaction there.
Yeah, he
Sacred
rolled.
on the other side of the cliff now.
No,
MNZ continuing to get damaged as he
Oh, the
takes out a
courier,
courier
the
on the
pet.
side, infested into the Satyr. It's a 3 for nothing as he attempts to run away.
Oh, the fog.
Packus.
He just needs vision on PA.
There it is, the Sprout
Oh, the nice TP from Michael Jordan
down. Jesus Christ.
from long range.
Michael Jordan. 4 kills.
If any of us knew of like Olympic spear throwing, we could very easily do a reference for Mars.
Yes.
That's a sport, right?
It is absolutely a sport.
They throw spears.
It's more a javelin, but
oh,
yes.
javelin. Yes, yes. Of course, javelin.
Very similar.
A gentleman's sport. The javelin
It's
throw.
actually a very cool sport. I like watching those javelins.
And this is a Roche attempt. This is without lifesteal. They're going to attempt to contest.
They're
This
waiting.
will not be uncontested for BSJ. Remember,
Can
that
we
means they
pull
will
up the
not
definition
attempt.
of uncontested once again, please?
We don't need a replay of that. Thank you very much. All
they're
right,
actually going
Lifestealer
to
is
finish it off.
back. Yeah, they're pretty close to the pit here. There's a big RP. Who's going to take the Aegis? It's finally Packus on the PA, and that means this is the beginning of the end for Thunder Predator. 3 dead right outside the pit as the taunting continues, and that is without the Lifestealer who had just spawned seconds prior. And
Oh,
they're
God.
actually going to find him as well. Very sad for Thunder Predator
He has
fans.
no TP, so he's done for.
He can turn into a Mud Golem.
Here we go again.
On the run, Mud Golem gets the nice juke off, but it's not going to be enough to silence the follow. The Sprout on top of it, and the damage percentage is out of control, gentlemen.
He's got the damaged lifesteal to return, but against 4 heroes, you can't turn around and use that percentage damage.
Well, it's not percentage. It's percentage heal.
Yeah, because it no longer does damage, Jenkins, as of 3 years ago.
Well, it's been 1
It's a
year.
relative-
I know. I'm just
relatively
exaggerating
new
for this.
change. Relatively new
In the grand
change.
scheme of things, it is a relatively new change.
Yeah.
So that will result in a tier 2 tower. The PA still has Aegis. Did not even come close to losing it.
She's unkillable at 8 minutes. What's the status looking like, Jenkins, at 20 minutes?
It's looking pretty good, actually, for Thunder Predator here.
Yeah, you think they're going to come back and kill the PA here?
I do think so.
Yes, I see.
Yeah,
The BKB is going to make it easier to kill her, right?
So I'm actually interested in this answer. So there's 4 minutes left on this Aegis, right? Do you, if you're Packus, do you tell your team, let's just continue to fight? Or you say, wait for my BKB and then we can literally just end the game?
Yeah, you just look to play aggressive on the map and don't give the opponent the 5-man engagement they want. But if you find a fight on your own terms, you're happy to take it. So it's like, if we're farming all we want, good. If they try to step outside of their safe zone on their side of the map, then
But then
kill it.
once you get closer to the Aegis expiring, you probably want to try to do something,
Yeah,
right?
you have that BKB timing likely lining up with the tail end of the Aegis, so
Right.
that's when you look to force the issue on your terms, like where you're actually forcing objectives that the opponent will contest. Right now,
Yes.
if they give you an uncontested objective, you'd be happy to take it. As you're seeing, they're pushing bottom, but then Thunder Predators just electing to give it up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I agree.
Uncontested.
I agree.
Radiant's bottom
Thank you,
tower
Jenkins.
You're welcome. You're all weak.
Did he already finish BKB? I think
I
it's on the way.
believe it is on
It's
the
coming.
way.
It's coming in
Solar
hot.
Crest applied to him. He is
The old buff, the PA strat.
very strong.
I've
very,
never seen
very
this
strong.
one before.
There's
it
the
is.
heal.
Percentage-based heal, actually.
Radiant's
Indeed it
bottom
is.
To be specific.
under attack. Dire's
It is,
top tower
indeed.
is under
I agree. And the tier 3 shall fall. They don't have the tier 2 top, so the most they can get through this engagement is the bottom
Oh,
and
he
high
went
floor.
just dies straight up.
He went Basher as opposed to BKB.
MNZ cannot armlet toggle that. Has to go back to base. Hook
Oh,
shot
the
is
block of
there.
the hook shot.
Matthew attempting to get out of dodge, but he's going to take
Duel
more
the
damage from
PA.
Excel.
Dueler.
Yeah, and this is going to be a free melee racks at the very least. And I don't really see a reason for them to even fall back. Still with the Aegis for a couple more minutes. Can we check out Roshan just to make sure he hasn't respawned prematurely? Okay, we're good. We can get back there. Thank you very much, Pop-Tart.
That was very quick.
Very good.
What if he spawned now, though? He's moved the camera away. Can we just lock the camera on Roshan for the next 3 minutes, please?
We can leave it on PA's inventory on the bottom so we can see what abilities he's using, but that should be good enough to tell
Yeah,
us
they've
what
actually
happens in the
smoked
fight.
up, so this could be the end of the series. It could be the end of Thunder Predator as we know it in this tournament. Clockwork dead in the blink of an eye. The Phoenix ult used a little bit prematurely, but he'll have all his spells back. And the most important one, of course, is the Sun Ray. RP still available to use, but Magnus is just getting dropped like a rock. Sacred MNZ now on the run.
Packus has dropped to 80% health.
MNZ does get false promises. There's a triple kill for Packus.
Oh, doesn't
Making
spear
an
that
ultra
wall.
kill. Will this be a rampage for your PA that was uncountered in this game?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he gets skewered. There's
Give
the
it
big
to him.
RP
Not
into the
bad.
shockwave.
They've
Believe he
almost got
still
the
has
PA.
Aegis
They've
for another
almost got
40
her.
seconds.
Mag's here.
There's
ready
the
to clean
jump
up
in.
the
Rampage.
PA.
He really wants
He's
it.
ready to clean up the
They're
PA
trying
on
to
the
give
last
it to
pick
him.
Mag.
The shockwave takes out the Aegis.
He actually cleaned her up.
I think he's outside the timer of the rampage now.
He is indeed.
Yeah, he was
I feel
very
like he
sadly.
didn't want to kill the Mag out of like a gracious thank you for picking last pick
I
Mag.
think he was just going for the easier Clockwork support kill there. He did not care about towers, about Fountain. He wanted that
It was
rampage.
just interesting because the Mag was at like 300 health and the clock was full and he went for the clock.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I really think that was his own way of thinking.
All right, 14K net worth lead now for Infamous.
So if PA dives Fountain and dies, they actually have a 2K net worth lead on the side of Thunder Predator. So that's all they need to happen.
Or dropping items.
true.
Or dropping items, but that's, I believe, Sacred's on Thunder Predator.
That is technically true.
Sorry.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
Nah, not really.
Don't lie.
Hey man, we'll be happy because either way, you know, he'll stop doing it, or you know, he'll win this game and prove us
He's
wrong.
not
and
going to stop. He doesn't listen to a single thing we said.
Yeah, that's true. I don't listen to a single thing you say either. So.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Dire
They say it takes 2 to tango. I've heard that one before.
I only use 1 tango at a time.
I used to stack tangos back in the day in Dota 1. I had no idea they didn't stack for years.
Really?
Literally years in Dota 1.
So how
Had
many
no
tangos
idea.
do you think you wasted?
Probably thousands.
Thousands.
Literally.
That's
I played a lot of Dota 1.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Did it not have like a buff bar above you like it does now,
I
telling
don't.
you like the tangos couldn't?
I don't remember.
So you'd walk up to like 3 trees, just instant 3 tango, and then be like, oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I'm unkillable.
I'm getting so much
never-
regen right now.
I mean,
Didn't notice the number didn't change.
that was 5 years of Dota 1, and probably the first 2 years I did not know. Of course, it was on a casual level, right?
That's true.
As we're going to see a Mars ult hook shot onto Mars himself. Spear will miss.
That was a lot of whiff stuff.
It was, but Matthew will die.
Where's the mag? Oh, he's bottom. Never mind.
It's so easy to be a PA at this point. You just dagger anybody for half their HP. If they crit, you jump
like
in,
2/3 of their
you
HP.
murder them.
What talents did PA go for
He
here?
took the armor
Armor.
corruption.
All right, so nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh, first hit bash could have been there. Didn't get it though. He's not that lucky. He's only getting the crits, not the bashes.
Unfortunate.
Is that the expensive Phoenix set or is that the other one?
I think it's the expensive one.
Yeah, he's got the expensive one. Okay.
Oh, look at the fire spears. Look at those.
Yeah, they're really cool. It's a cool set. That was the ultra rare in the TI chest. For all the people who didn't buy the battle pass, make sure you buy it next year, David.
After next TI. That'll be
Yeah,
good.
after our TI-10 event.
See, that was a good
Yeah.
value because you get 2 ability changed with that set,
True.
which is not common
It is
in
not.
those rares.
Radiant's
I do
top
think
tower
some.
is
What
under
was the other
attack.
spell that's changed? Is it
It's his dive, I believe.
dive? Yeah, the dive is kind of underwhelming, so it's almost like 1.5.
Does it look different?
It does, but it's like it's not. It
As
doesn't look that
noticeable.
cool.
Are those
Yeah.
fish?
I don't
they're
know what
little
those are.
missiles.
Radiant's
Oh, fire
Missiles. Man, you and the aisles here.
As Mars gets dueled. Very nice.
Take the fight, Jenkins.
Okay, Michael trying to go for the rollout here. Big Earth Spirit ulti on a bunch of heroes. The silence does carry over to all of them. Excel trying to get out. He jumps up to the high ground. Packus is there, though. He throws a dagger. He does end up critting the Oracle. And now he's trying to focus on Matthew, but he is disarmed. Disarm wears off. He gets Solar Crest. A big RP coming in onto 2 heroes, but it looks like they might not have the damage for the PA. The egg comes out. It actually does get taken down. And Kapita, he's going in. He's got the Blade Mail. The crit's coming out on MNZ. He's trying to infest. He gets a Leo slot, but you have the trees coming out from the tree man that I don't remember his name. Sacred comes in, jumps in, and that's Michael. He gets kicked out. He rolls out, actually, because he's the guy that's doing the kicking. MNZ is in. He is trying to armlet toggle
Kill
this.
the PA, Matt.
It
Get
gets
him.
crit. There's nothing he can do. And, okay, Sacred, he is trying to help his friend, but he has went a little too deep. He ends up dying.
Very nice, sir.
They almost killed the PA.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that should be a wrap on the series. Infamous takes this 2-0 against Thunder Predator.
You know what? I realized what you were doing. You just wanted to see how annoyed I would get by Brian constantly shitting on this Magnus.
He didn't do too much, though, that time.
Still, I was more than moderately annoyed. I might actually spit in his drink. If it wasn't for a pandemic, I would definitely be
If
inclined
you
to do
spit
that.
in my drink and then got diagnosed for COVID and gave it to me, I would actually press charges. Okay. I'm just letting you know.
Can I just say something? Don't push it. I said I wouldn't, but don't push it.
Okay.
Keep it up, boys.
You guys have this on recording, so
That's true. Video
this
evidence.
will be quite easy to uphold in court.
Well, you never know in
Here come
America.
battle
That's
me in the-
true. They might conveniently lose the 1 minute of clips and all the other video evidence.
All right. Well, Thunder Predator, of course, not conceding as of yet because this is their last stand, so can't be too surprised there. But they are against Mega Creeps.
MKB almost done on Lifestealers, so they will be able to potentially kill the PA at that point.
All right, Roshan now.
29-minute kill PA timing.
This will be Aegis and Cheese. It is rocket flared, but not able to do anything about it.
Full Abyssal done. 21k net worth at 29 minutes.
Yeah.
22k. net
That
worth.
is monstrous.
That is actually, he is solely responsible for the lead of net worth on his team right now.
Yeah.
Like, if you take the net worth of Radiant versus the other 4 heroes of Dire, it is even.
I mean, you can take the difference between PA's net worth and Lifestealer, and it equates to the full net worth of Clockwork and Oracle combined.
That is true.
That is absurd.
If you combine all the other net worths in the game, I believe you'll have something that's very close to the total net worth in this game.
Yep.
That's actually very close, yes.
Almost 100%, I would say. Sheepstick onto Nature's Prophet. The Skewer back. This is a potential dual kill for the Legion Commander. RP to follow. The egg is right on top of everybody. It's a pyramid of death. And it will go off. And everybody is dying left, right, and center. GGs are called. Good luck
Leo
further.
style.
As Infamous goes to the lower bracket finals versus Team Braximus, which is our next series, I do believe.
Well, well done to Sacred for his performance. They did a great job with the new player, but with that Leo-style instant disconnect, it looks like they will be playing with another offlaner in the next tournament. No, Thunder Predator, you know, they had a really solid performance, but I think Infamous has been a team that's been on the up and up in SA for a while now, even though it's funny that Beast Coast and I think Thunder Predator see each other as like the rivals. It's like
Right.
the old rivalry. It's the old rivalry, right? This new Infamous squad is like they're the new guys on top, and it's great to see because it's been the old guys for a long time.
Yeah, we were wrong the first game about the draft prediction, but I feel like after watching both games play out, like the draft was just better from Infamous, and they executed it. Like I feel like all they had to do was play solid Dota. Like they didn't have to do anything fancy, just play their heroes according to their game plan, and they did just that. So I think not only is it the good draft that you need to do, but their execution of it was quite promising. So I look forward to the next series.
Well done. Well done
All
to
right,
them.
so this series is over. You still have time to go to bts.gg/monster MVP to vote for your monster MVP, which we will
It's down there.
reveal who that is after this short break.